From the shadows of the underground, where every riff tells a story, and every note leaves a scar.
Legends and lore, breaking down classics and so much more. Metal, goth, punk, and everything between, exploring the music that shaped the scene. Maniacal, music. Maniacal, music. Where darkness meets distortion.
You're listening to Maniacal.
Welcome back, everybody, to Maniacal Musings. I hope you all enjoyed our Falling in Reverse sound-alike theme song. Just to piss CJ off a little bit.
Who made that, brother?
CJ, of course.
All of it? The music and the video?
Yep, all CJ.
That's
CJ.
truly the best open on ASN. There's no doubt about it. And I gotta tell you, I love Russell Shoot, but fuck me, that fucking open right there, that's so much my style. Love that.
If Rob wants to spend some money, I'm sure CJ would take the job. But welcome back, everybody. We're here for another special bracket. You all know me, your host Jeremy. My co-host CJ refused to touch this bracket with their 20-foot pole. So he's the one cup of metal he will not touch. So he refused to do it. But 5 metalheads here ready to talk shit and enjoy this. I almost didn't think I was going to enjoy this playlist, and then I ended up enjoying it to some degree. There's still some shit in here. Don't get me wrong. We will be talking about that shit. But I learned about new bands I like. I learned about some new bands to check out. So fucking A, I had a good time with this, except for that hour song and half-hour song. I fucking will ignore them for the rest of my life. But anyway, folks, let's get this show on the road. We are doing the Ranker Top 34 Metal Songs About Weed bracket. I didn't know mostly freaking songs or people existed, so let's fucking talk shit about people I didn't even know till yesterday. That's the interesting part.
I've been on tour with 3 of these bands.
Oh,
so it made it kind of fun for me.
See, I don't know if that means you're living right, or if it's an example of choices that you should rethink.
To be fair, this was like early 2000s. So
it also depends upon which bands.
Yeah,
like if you're not with Corrosion and Conformity, we can just bow.
No, yeah, if it was Ozzy, Tool, and fucking Down, for God's sake, so we might have to.
Yeah.
No, one of them was Weed Eater.
Yeah, see, that's where we can say maybe this would be an opportunity for reflection.
Weed Eater's
personal growth.
Well, early 2000s was a mega stand for most of these bands, but there's some older ones and some newer ones in here too. So it's a good mix. It's a good mix throughout the decades. But folks, let me introduce my guest first and foremost. My usual guest by now, Mr. Dean Bowes of Family Plot Podcast, who should be making his regular appearance on an actual regular episode of the show this Tuesday for the first time, which everybody else here has done it already. So about time. I've been meaning to get Dean on for fucking years now. It just hasn't happened. And of course, being joined again by the villainous Mr. Dark, always here to blind us.
He has to do anything to get out of the hellhole that is Texas these days.
Wow. No.
And of
I
course,
love Texas. Just the people in charge need to go away.
Oh, ain't that truth? But and of course, we're being joined by Mr. Max Payne himself, aka Man Mountain Rock, wrestling legend. And
such an honor. I just gotta say, this is man, when I first saw the title of this list, I went, oh fuck yeah, I gotta do that. I mean, I almost feel like I need to spark up again, right? Like while I'm talking about it.
Do it.
In honor.
Yep. If my vape wasn't dead, I'd be doing it, trust me.
Okay, well then I will extra with this.
And I'm at and I don't get money for the anymore for a while, so it sucks. But I'll get through it. And last but not least, the man who picked this bracket and made most of our guests, made most of our normal guests turn their heads away and be like, "Okay, we'll see you in 2 weeks, maybe." But Mr. Steve Sachs himself, everybody's
Yes.
favorite rapper.
Rapper, punk rocker, guy with the shits.
Oh, poor
Yes.
Steve, brother. Bidet. Just remember that.
I have
word.
one. I have one.
Oh, then you're okay. Then
Yeah,
you can
my
get through with
ex-wife
a
got me
bidet.
one. I actually installed it. I found it in a box. I was like, oh, I forgot she got me this, and I installed it. My current wife does not know it was from her, but
Every what more romantic thing to say? Every time I take a shit, I think of you. But
Proper way to celebrate ex-wives.
yes, damn straight.
There's another one, sweetie. You know.
But and see the two females that couldn't be here today. Supposedly, I think it was on purpose, but they couldn't be. Oh no, I know one wasn't, but they couldn't be here today. But I'm gonna let Dean start us out as we tackle these 34 songs of goodness.
We all know. Let's be clear about one thing, though. If we're gonna do this, one thing we all know: there wasn't a split tell within 100,000 miles of any of these shows in the last since these bands were conceived. Women just don't, and I used the whole point was that's exact. This is like completely not for the other species of human.
Man, you don't know the women I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I once had a roommate who went to see Tool. Her and her boyfriend orchestrated a series of substances. Okay, we need to take this when we arrive in the parking lot. Then, when the opening band starts, we take the. I am not making it up. Down here in Texas, man, weed is, we always say about Austin, where craft beer runs in the gutters and the streets are paved with weed.
I think he was saying most girls don't want to listen to Cannabis Corpse and Dying Fetus. I think that was the point.
I mean, I know
some exceptions there too.
I do too. I go to Muddy Roots every year, and it's always a bunch of let's just call them plump women in the field watching all these kind of bands.
It's women who hate men. That's the great thing about it. It's women who hate men that go to these concerts. So
that would make perfect sense, wouldn't it?
But Dean gets stars out as we have our lowest ranked song out of these 34. It's a 2010s versus 90s matchup. It's number 34 ranked Acid Blur, the Green Tab by Stonehelm from 2010, going against number 18 ranked Ask Ed by Sacred Reich from 1996.
I had the SN ranked as my number 35 song. That's how much I liked it. So I'm going with the other one.
I'm assuming you mean Stonehelm, or
yeah.
Okay, yeah. but which? Oh, me. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, Acid Blur was my number 27. It wasn't a great song. It was too many songs. This were just guitar with no fucking lyrics. But Ask Ed was my number 6. I actually fucking love that song. Like Sacred Reich, I actually have to give a listen to now because I like their style of music a little bit. So
that song doesn't sound like Sacred Reich, but Sacred Reich is good.
Well, Mr. Dark, I guess I have to ask even, but which way do you want to
go? Sacred Reich is cool. They're one of your old school thrash bands. This is not one of their old school thrash songs, so it's my number 17. Number 16, rather. And I even put in my notes, not your usual Reich. It's okay. But that Stonehelm, I'm sorry, that was some groovy stuff. I have that as my number 8. So Stonehelm rides with me.
Yeah, and funny enough, they're the one band that's on Spotify out of all these bands. So, but Max, which way you want to go?
I kind of like the Sacred Reich song. I thought it was pretty good. I went down the Sacred Reich path.
Well, that means that we have a winner for this one. Sacred Reich is moving on. But which way would you have gone, Steve?
No,
Since
you
picked
got it.
this?
Fit. It's a tiebreaker.
I thought Dean was voting for Sacred Reich, but apparently I was wrong on that.
Mm-mm.
But I didn't get what he said.
I'm gonna break the tie. Stonehelm is actually also my 27 as well. Awesome riffs. It had great riffs. It's just the recording sucks. A lot of these have such bad recordings. You're gonna hear me hating today. And Sacred Reich, big fan. Like you said, great earlier thrash band. Sacred Reich, Cryptic Slaughter, all those bands were awesome. So they were my 13. So Sacred Reich.
Oof, which means I get stars off on the next matchup. It's a battle of the bongs, and which is perfect for this bracket, honestly. But it's going to be number 33 ranked Polaris by Bong from 2014 versus number 17 ranked Hash Dealer by Bongzilla from 2002. And yeah, Polaris was literally just 30 minutes of guitar, 30 plus minutes. I got through like 10 minutes and then I started like skipping through to see if they actually started singing at some point. And I was like, yeah, I am disappointed. If they actually had lyrics, it might have been a good song, but I just couldn't get past the fucking nonstop guitar for 30 minutes with barely any drums even. So, Hash Dealer.
Companion to your American summer adventures. Enjoy the
What is
Eh.
going on?
Who's buying a truck right now?
Yeah, no shit, right? Sorry about that, boys.
And Hash Dealer was my number 20. I wasn't a big fan of Bongzilla, but they were better than Bong by far. But which way you want to go there, Mr. Dark?
So the Bongzilla song is my number 27. More sludgy face noise was my note. And Polaris is my number 23. The note is, if you get near a song, play it. The accurate answer is I don't give a fuck, but I'll go ahead and give it to Bong because I don't care.
Bong. And Max, where you want to go?
You know, it's funny because I think this is like a guy who discovered an EBO for like the first time ever and then just said, I'm going to record 20 minutes of nonsense and put it on an album because it's just, I'm stoned enough and it's cool enough. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with something that's a little more, you know, it resembles more of a sound effect than an actual song, you know, or a bed in a movie. And so I'm going to go for I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the second song. I had it right in front of me.
Hash Dealer.
Yeah,
Hash Dealer.
Sorry, yes.
And Steve, which way do you want to go? This one's still nice and hot.
This is crazy. The Polaris is my last ranked song. It's just doesn't sound great. There's nothing going on. Bongzilla is my number 5. This is another band I shared the stage with, guys. Bongzilla is amazing. This is one of the greatest riffs, like stoner rock riffs. And it has one of the greatest intros. It's a great intro. Bongzilla, Hash Dealer, number 5. A smooth, not even close kind of win in my book.
Well,
Is
Bongzilla.
Polaris a song that's like literally one note for 27 hours?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't mean Bongzilla's moving on, but which way would you have gone, Dean?
Okay, first off, I want to say, nothing against this list, but okay, I have been making my own can of butter since 2015. I make my own brownies. My recipe is pristine. If you have one of my brownies, you are going to have a religious experience. So being high to me is a good thing. None of these bands seem really happy about it, and that is a sin.
If they made every high school senior listen to this playlist, drugs would just end. This is the best don't say no to drugs
This
list
is crazy.
ever.
There's so many good riffs.
Honestly,
Ever.
this playlist in high school made me start doing drugs. So yeah. But
Just make it stop. I don't want to hear it anymore. I won't touch it.
dude, I grew up during the fucking I was in high school during the fucking Usher craze. Like I would have taken this over that any day of the week. But
I went to high school during the 80s. I graduated in 86. That's how old I am. Okay.
I know this.
So
I was still a seaman. And a
I'm
two.
just
We
saying.
had
Me as well.
metal.
But can
If-
I ask a quick question though? To me, and this is the part that when you get to the end of this list, luckily there's some refreshing things like people who know what a melody is. Like
Hey, look at that.
making like music at the end, and so do you wonder that, because I don't know about you, but the thing that seems to be completely devoid of the middle 7/8 and 3/4 of this list is this little pesky little word called melody. And I don't know, I like boring melody. It just, to me, that's what carries you through life. And these bands just somehow decided that, you know, it was enough to not, you know, that's one of the things I love about like the screaming bands, when they throw in a really badass Queen melody lyric with it. And then all of a sudden I can go, fuck, I can wrap my hands around this. But when it's just completely devoid of melody, you just got to go.
Thank you.
Well, I mean,
Well,
yeah, you can wrap your hand
Thanks,
around it.
guys.
Exactly.
I saw a lot of
My
agreement in the
thing
picture.
is-
And
My
I
thing
just felt
is
good
I
because I
went into this expecting 34 metal versions of "Then I Got High" by Afro Man, and what
Yeah.
I got was 34 bands singing about getting high, and they don't seem happy or excited about it.
no
Yes,
shit. It's like
are great riffs.
it
but-
makes no sense. Like one
I'm
of the
giving
songs
this one
is-
to Bongzilla because they're the one who sounded closest to like they might be having a good time.
That's what
Uh,
And I was
Yeah,
right.
well-
The Polaris song is the one. That is the guy. I don't know how many of you are technically minded about a guitar, but there's this invention in a guitar, and it's called an EBow.
Yeah.
Do you all know what an EBow is? It creates this stain, and the note plays on forever. You put this little magnet
2 words.
across
Jimmy
the guitar
Page.
string, and it just surrounds the string with a magnetic field and causes it to vibrate, so you don't ever have to pluck the string, and so you can just voice it all day long. And that's what this guy discovered, the EBow on Polaris. Anyway, but it's completely devoid of melody. Make one fucking change in the whole song and take me for a beautiful melodic ride, and then bring me back to that, and I'm in with you. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
back in the 70s, they used to call that a wah-wah pedal.
Yeah, no
No.
shit, right?
There are wah-wah pedals, and then there
Yeah.
are EBows.
Yep.
We still have wah-wah pedals, man.
Yeah, they do. I have one, actually. I have a really good one.
They're actually coming back into vogue, as they say.
You know, it's funny. Most people don't realize there's a lot of people that used wah-wah pedals for reasons other than a wah-wah. Like Frank Zappa used the wah-wah pedal. He used it as a wah-wah pedal, but he also used it as a notch filter, and he'd create his tone by pushing the wah-wah pedal down to a specific frequency. Then he would leave it there at that. And so a lot of people utilize that as well.
The
So
elder
wah-wah
gods
pedal-
had instructed Frank to pierce through the dimensions so that they could emerge into our reality, and that was part of it.
and God damn it, he did it.
That was most of Frank's output, was just we've got to bend reality so that the elder gods can come.
Oh, and he was such a reality bender. He did it well.
Mhm.
Sorry, let's continue on.
That means Mr. Dark is start off the next matchup. It's a 2000s matchup. It's going to be number 32 ranked, and I love this title, Metal Movie Marijuana Massacre Meltdown by Acid Witch from 2010 versus number 16 ranked Kill for Weed by Cephalic Carnage from 2005.
Let me see. I had a fun note for Cephalic. Let me find it on my list. Where did it go? It's here. What was the name of the Cephalic Carnage song?
Kill
Kill
for Weed. Kill for Weed.
Kill for Weed. Oh, it's cleared. That's why, 'cause it's cleared down at number 31. My note on that one was, was that a bear? And if anybody old enough to remember that line, the Acid Witch, dude, that's my number 9. I said, now this is groovy.
Ooh. And Max, which way you want to go?
Oh, man. See, the two styles of metal is kind of what attracts me. What Acid Witch does is kind of more along there's actually a resemblance of melody in that song. And I call it shoulder rolling metal. You know, they've got that low down Alice in Chainsy, sort of heavy bottom end to them. So I really liked Acid Witch. I find it, like we were talking about earlier, don't you find it just completely ironic that the fucking drug that's designed to be the drug of to make everybody happy? I mean, if you're gonna watch Platoon, the dope smokers were the pacifists and the alcohol drinkers were the killers. I mean, come on, weed is passivity, and to hear, there's some of the music, some of these, like I love going and reading the lyrics. So I went to a lot of these songs and read the lyrics, and there's a couple of them. And I think this is one of them. I don't have my notes sitting right here, but oh my God, the whole thing is about killing. So that makes no sense to me. So I'm going to go for Acid Witch.
And Steve.
So, Acid Witch, I actually really like this song. I think it's got great riffs. My problem with this song, why I can't rank it very high, is the drums are so drowned out. Like the recording is so bad. You can only hear the cymbals a little bit, and the rest of the drums are completely gone. And I listened on studio monitors. It's just a bad recording. Now, Cephalic Carnage, that's a Relapse Records band, so it's a kind of a Philly thing. So I got to give it to them, just for nostalgia purposes, really.
There are some people. This goes all the way back to like your early 4-track days of early hardcore and shit. Some people argue that kind of recording, where it's basically a muddy mess, is part of the style.
And I used to be that guy. Look, I got a Minor Threat tattoo on my back. Like I was that guy. I got a Black Flag tattoo. The recordings are bad. But nowadays I can't even listen to that. Since I've been an engineer for almost 20 years, and I teach it, and I can't listen to the bad recordings anymore. It stripped the fun of music out of it, like actually working in it professionally. So it's like I still love this stuff. Like I could still recite, every Black Flag, Minor Threat, Circle Jerk, like all these band songs. I just can't listen to them like I used to. So
and that's just my statement on that. Since from back when I first produced music and produced recordings, after you've gotten into recording, you don't hear music anymore. You hear recordings. I'm exactly that way. I just wanted to be devil's advocate and throw that out.
No, I agree with.
I'm exactly like you. I can only go so far with that, and past that,
Can I throw out a difference of opinion on this one?
Sure.
I just because you guys are all such fucking sharp guys. You might like this little ditty I'm about to share with you. So I was lucky enough to be in the presence of the great Steve Miller, and for some reason he took a liking to me in the wrestling business. And he contacted me, and we were this close to being in WrestleMania together. It's a story that will come out eventually. You'll hear about it. But he imparted a lot of his wisdom to me. In fact, I have a letter that I'm going to publish once I get my website up and rolling. It'll be in my library on my website. An 8-page letter of him expounding on the virtues of how you deal with the music business and run your own musical career. Well, one of the things he taught me that he said, and I fucking have carried this with me my whole life, and you guys are all so sharp independently with your ears. Steve said, this is what he said to me: just remember this, a great song and a shitty recording is still a great song, but a bad song and a great recording is a fucking really shitty song that sounds great. He says, now you got to decide to yourself which one is more important. And the classic example he used is Jimi Hendrix playing the national anthem at Woodstock. Recording is ass. It's just fucking horrible. Does it matter? In the end. And so that I always love, because I'm exactly like you. I'm an engineer by craft, man. I've been an engineer for 30 years. So the first thing I do is, what kind of mics did they use? What kind of preamps were they using? How did they compress it? I go straight for the fucking jugular, just like everybody else. I used to, but I've decided this is a classic example. I can hear the good song in the Acid Witch, so I can ignore the recording, because the the general feel of the way I like the song is fucking cool. Anyway, that was just a good reason for me to impart a fucking pretty cool story
for sure.
about Steve Miller. But anyway, I've never forgotten that piece of advice, and it always made good sense to me.
Swear to God, every time I have him on a podcast with Max, it's always some name that gets dropped. I'm like, you just dropped that name like it's nobody. Like
well,
but,
I don't like to drop it because for that exact reason, I'm not doing that. I just was fortunate enough to know the guy, and this is one of those moments. It just seemed like a real appropriate thing to say because we all kind of are on that same kind of page. So I figure, why not?
Oh yeah, of course. These stories make the podcast. I think it might be part of the reason my listeners have gone up. I honestly don't know what the hell the reason is. But Dean, which way you want to go?
Well, and obviously the listeners have gone up because of me. I mean,
You've barely been on.
Well, that is the power that comes with my presence.
Steve, I understand your thing about being an engineer. I was a stand-up comic for 20 years, and now 90% of comics, I can't listen to his comedy. I'm sitting there going, okay, you should have cut that. That needs to be shorter. It's very few comics I can listen to and just enjoy. Two names off the top of my head are Kyle Kinane and Patton Oswalt. They're almost always dead on perfect. But that being said, I'm going to go with Acid Witch. Sorry. It was the more fun of the two songs.
Yeah, I don't even know which way I went on this. These are close, I think, somewhat. Well, actually, Kill for Weed was my number 22, which I may know. Like, if you look at the lyrics, actually, which I did try to read the lyrics when they actually were available on Spotify, which for half of these they fucking weren't. But
yeah.
But Kill for Weed is a really good song about cops arresting and killing people for having an ounce of weed on them. So I mean, it's got good moral standing, but I just couldn't stand the song itself. But and so with a name like Sepulchre Carnage, I'm like, all right, Chancey would have brought this on the show and fucking killed me with it. I already know. But Metal Movie Marijuana Massacre Meltdown, or MMMM as I call it, is my number 15 because the guitar is fucking killer and the name reminded me of like a Rob Zombie type thing. So I fucking was going for that one regardless. Ooh. Oh, this next matchup gets started off by Max, and it's actually our closest matchup in release date so far. It's number 31 ranked Stone Carver by Sub Rosa from 2011 versus number 15 ranked Fertile Green by High on Fire from 2012.
So I don't even. This is one of those ones that's easy for me. I'm just gonna. These guys are Stone Carver. You know, it's so funny how we all have a sense of. I think you said it earlier, Stephen. They were from someplace that you were from. The last band, one of the bands. Yeah.
Relapse Records is from Philly, but
right. Okay. Yeah. Stone Carver's from Salt Lake City, and I actually knew a couple of the people they were talking about and had worked with them. So I got to go with Stone Carver. I'm just gonna be loyal to the 801.
I get it.
And Steve, which way you want to go?
So these ones again, the song is so good, and the vocals are awesome. Especially once the vocals kick in at the end, the riff is sick. But the recording is just so bad. And I know we had this conversation. I'm true to my rankings here as always, and I'm a huge High on Fire guy. I've always loved High on Fire. I've seen them probably like 10 times with Coliseum and other like stoner rock bands. So High on Fire, that song's not my favorite High on Fire song, but it is 16 on my list. So I'm going High on Fire.
And Dean.
Stonecutter. Carver.
We're not doing the Simpsons bracket again. But we did do a Simpsons songs bracket a couple years ago, and that song was on it. But we do fucking love that song. But yeah, for me, these are both been on my list. Fertile Green, High on Fire, I gave them a 30. I put them at 31. I was not a fan. Stone Carver by Sub Rosa, yeah, or don't, yeah, sorry, that's it, right. That was my number 25. So out of these two, it gets the vote and it gets the win. But which way would you have gone, Mr. Dark?
I mean, Sub Rosa is not too far down. It's number 13. I said not bad, but the vocals fail it. I hated the vocalist. Squeaky motherfucker. High on Fire is number 1 with the note in all capitals. High on Fire, fuck. Yeah.
I agree.
There, yeah, you can't. And to counter you, Steve, this is one of those cases where if when you were a little kid, if you ever had one of those little, I don't even know if they make them anymore, those little Fisher Price record players with the little plastic records that wouldn't play music. It was in a chip or something, and that's how it would know to play that song. This could have been recorded on one of those through Black Magic, and it would still be number 1 because it's High on Goddamn Fire.
But unfortunately, they're not moving on. But
yeah, you people are out of your goddamn.
I agree. I can't believe this one, but whatever.
So insane.
The next matchup's going to get started off by Steve, who is one since he picked this bracket, he finally gets to start this one off, and it's going to be number 30 ranked 420 by 6 Feet Under from 1997, going against number 14 ranked Mummified in Bong Water by Cannabis Corpse from 2008.
So 6 Feet Under, this song, it's got a really cool riff, but it's so repetitive for 4.5 minutes. The riff is the same the whole time. It's just like they'll cut in bass, some drums, and just it's very repetitive. Cannabis Corpse, Mummified in Bong Water, for one thing, it's the greatest song name on the list. Mummified in Bong Water, crazy. And the song just rips. It's my number 9 on this list. So I'm going Cannabis Corpse.
And Dean.
I don't usually rank. I just listen and sort of emotionally place songs, especially songs I don't know real well. But if I had a number 1, Mummified in Bong Water would probably be it.
Where did I rank these? Yeah, Mummified in Bong Water was number 24. It wasn't a huge. I love Cannibal Corpse because of my former co-host Chancey. He brought it on a few times, but Cannabis Corpse, they were hit and miss me. I think I like the other song on this a little bit better. I think there's another song at least. So this is why I rank Dean, because I have no fucking memory anymore, and if I tried to remember all these songs without a list, I'd be fucked. But unless they're songs I've known for my whole life. But 420, I put only one above it, number 23. I said at least you can understand the lyrics and the guitar is pretty decent. But so yeah, I'll give it to 6 Feet Under. Wasn't really a fan of either of those songs. I think the other side of the bracket's had a lot of the songs I fucking love on it. But which way do you want to go there, Mr. Dark?
So let me see. 6 Feet Under is my number 25. My note is fuck Chris Barnes. Mummified by Cannabis Corpse is number 18. Clever idea. Pretty generic death metal. I admit, Cannabis Corpse is pretty funny. We're going to be like Cannibal Corpse, except all our songs are going to be about weed. Fair enough.
That's exactly what CJ said when he hated on them. But yeah.
No, I mean it's clever. It's okay death metal. It's pretty generic for that era. At least it's not Cannibal Corpse, who I hate with unbridled passion.
Damn.
They had some good hits, but
hey, we're gonna sing songs about horrific things and rape and mutilation, but we're really nice guys. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Take all of your little stuffed animals and put them right up your fat ass.
Have you met Insane Clown Posse? But,
I mean, don't even get me started. I dated a juggalette. All right. I went there. Don't recommend it.
He went there. He went there, and he's still wiping clown paint off his balls.
There was no clown paint down under. I was happy about that. I was worried because I follow Dana Gould, and I know his best-selling Morrissey parody, Clown Fucker. I don't want to be that guy. It's not good. Never ever fuck a clown, dear. That's what Mummy said. Yes, that's that song. Listen to it if you haven't. But yes, Cannabis Corpse wins for me. It's number 18.
And Max, which way would you have gone, even though Cannabis Corpse is moving on?
Yeah, I'm heartbroken by that actually, because it's so funny because these kinds of songs, even though they're so irrelevant, really define is the word I'm looking for, the kind of metal you love. And I think I probably naturally drift towards 420 because it almost resembles the blues somehow. It almost feels like there might be a 145 deep down inside there, and just to have one of these bands like play something that felt really officially 145 would really just trip my trigger. And so this one's probably close. Actually, Corrosion and some of the older bands that are coming up later engage in that extensively, but most of these bands don't seem to do that, but 420 seem to, so I would have gone with 420.
Yeah, you and me both, but only by one spot. But
speaking of metal you love, did you guys see Napalm Death did Tiny Desk? That was pretty cool. But keep going.
I did not. I still have to listen to fucking Motionless in White's new album. But
I never liked Napalm Death, but that was pretty fun.
It was really good.
It was more fun because it was more absurd. But
yeah.
What the hell's song? Oh yeah, Motionless in White just did Put Your Sunglasses. I wear my sunglasses that night. He just did that with his new album as a cover.
Oh,
I need to go listen to that.
Good. I like him.
Yeah, he's falling in reverse, but without the sick breakdowns and raps. But basically, but that means that I start the next. I'm not, Dean starts the next matchup off. I'm sorry, and it's going to be number 29 ranked On to Ever After by Acid King from 2005 versus number 13 ranked Marijuana by Brujeria from 2000.
Who's up?
I wanted to like both these songs more than I did. But if you're going to make me pick one, probably Marijuana.
That was the fun Marijuana song you've been looking for. That's like the only fun one on the list.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree because On to the Ever After was my number 29. It was a decent song. I liked it, but it wasn't great. Marijuana was my number 12 because I literally wrote a metal version of the Macarena about weed. I am here for it, and I wish they played that in all the fucking cruise ships I went on as a kid rather than fucking the actual Macarena. But I would have danced actually to that. But Mr. Dark, which way you want to go?
What was the band that did the Ever After? I made bad notes.
Acid King.
Acid King.
Acid King. Okay, because I need to find it here. I don't know how it would have gotten deleted. How am I not? Oh, there it is. Okay. That's my number 24, and my note was, get me drunk, hand me a bass, and I'll accidentally make a better song. Now, Brujeria, I have one thing to say. Now, pardon my accent, but todos saluden a Brujeria y Matamoros, cabrons. That means all hail Brujeria and Matamoros, fuckers. Number 4. So, yeah, Brujeria fucking wins. The best all-Mexican band that features at least 2 white guys at all times.
And Max, which way would you have gone?
When I saw the title of the song, I thought, something in me read it that way, right? Just looking at the way it's written. And I looked at it and went, could they have used Marijuana as the rib on the song The Macarena? And as soon as it started, I went, you have got to be fucking kidding me. This is so cool. To me, this is so Weird Al fucking, yet like legit, it just seems so perfect. And the other song, On to Ever After, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. You know what? Let me just say this. If we could go back in history and eliminate Black Sabbath from musical history, there'd only be one song on this fucking whole set, and it would be Tool, for God's sakes.
Rush. Rush.
Yeah, Rush. Okay, yeah, sorry, take it back.
I still don't even know what Rush is.
Rush and Tool. Yeah,
they're like the nerdy kid at like the gangbanger party, right?
Right.
Everybody's an essay, and then all of a sudden there's a guy in the back wearing a turtleneck,
Yeah. So I'm going for the Marijuana, but wow, it's unbelievable. Every song we're going through, I'm thinking, you can hear black, and then there's one song that's flagrantly. So we're coming up on that.
But Steve, which way you want to go on this one before we go on?
It's marijuana. The Acid King song. Honestly, the only thing good about that song is the bass tone. The bass tone's great, but the song is, it needs some help there with the recording and everything.
They call it On to Ever After. I was like, oh, we're actually going to get some symphonic metal weed?
No.
Okay, no.
Of course not.
Although that would be really funny. Some Nordic band breaks out.
It would be.
I hit the bong.
Marijuana is like one of the best gag songs I've heard in a while. So
I never heard it. I'm so glad I have now.
I couldn't let it crack my top 10 because it's a gag song, but it is really good. So
Fury is a gag band.
I know, but I just it's like I just couldn't. There was just some great songs on here. So, but it still wins by far, not even close.
It does win, and you guys are all going to hate yourself in the next round for that matchup. Trust me. But that means the next matchup in this, we're getting close to the end of this side of round one. But the next matchup is going to get started off by me, and oh god, yes, actually, I'm so happy I'm starting this. It's number 28, Skull Fucked by Dying Fetus from 1996 versus number 12 ranked Green Machine by Kaios from 1992. I think they pronounced that. I don't fucking know. But
this is the easiest matchup of the entire bracket, I guarantee.
Green Machine was my number 9 ranked. Great guitar, and I really like the singer's voice. I'm definitely going to be checking them out more in the future. Dying Fetus, it's one of the bands I already knew in this. And Skullfucked is my number 1 ranked song.
That's crazy. I'm shocked. Yeah.
Jeremy, you need Jesus.
How can you not love the lyrics in that song?
I don't give a fuck about the lyrics in that song.
No. Where are the whores when I need them? Looking for pussy. That's all that's on my mind. Copulate and kill without reason. I never need them as long as they make me come. Like, that's some of the greatest lyrics I've written.
I disagree, but okay.
I just learned sign language for those phrases.
It's to me. I like grotesque music. I mean, that's
You're
why
a juggalo,
I like.
So it makes sense.
I mean, it does. I'm a horrorcore fan, and is it Cannibal Corpse that has the song that literally has the intro of this song is about bleeding out of your dick?
I
if not, they should.
I forget what band is that. Chancey fucking loved them. It might not be Cannibal Corpse. It might be something else. But God damn, I don't know. I fucking lost it. But which way do you want to go, Mr. Dark?
So, Dying Fetus is my number 30. The note is no. Just no. Whereas Caius is my number 2. And my note is now, this is stoner metal. I'm sorry. Stoner metal, desert metal, whatever you want to call Caius. Caius was one of the best bands in history. So fucking good. And Green Machine is arguably... it's definitely their most popular song. It's so popular as stoner metal, Green Machine isn't even about weed. It's about pollution. And yet it still makes the best stoner songs. Best weed songs. So yeah, Caius by a long shot.
And and I was right. It was Cannibal Corpse. It's from their song "I Come." It's how they start their song "I Come Blood,"
which would make sense.
Yeah, Corpse Grinder gets up on stage and he's like, "This next song is about shooting blood out your dick," and it's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
Boy, that sounds great, doesn't it? My God.
It's actually a good song. I actually enjoy the shit of that song.
And here come Beavis and Butthead. That's badass. Yeah, he said dick. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Max, it'll be better than shooting blood out of your dick. Shooting fire out of your dick. Fire.
Max, which way you want to go on this one?
I'm gonna have to go with total agreement with Mr. Dark on this. This is my definition of just great shoulder rolling metal. This is the shit that just fucking you hear. Just 2/4 on the fucking kick and snare, and just hit it hard as you fucking can go, and it just makes sense all the way through. 1-4-5, like a real rock song. I walked in. I was fortunate enough with living in Germany. I had this band was working on with these guys from Hanover, Germany, and they had this place. And we went it was called the Glocksy. It was a rehearsal hall, and inside that fucking room, they had this band. This guy worked for a record company, one of the biggest metal labels in Germany, and he had a poster of a band that was releasing their next album. The name of the band was Pungent Stench.
Oh God!
And the album cover was a photo,
The baby doll.
that they had dug up a corpse,
Oh, not that. Not the
then
baby.
cut it in half, and had it kissing itself.
Yeah, that was also nefarious. The baby doll was worse though. It's
So
hard to put an actual vulva on an album cover and get away with it.
and you know, it's what's amazing is the music that goes with that kind of album cover it makes you feel the exact same way. And so that's why, to compare these two songs, it's not even in the ballpark. You know, it's like Mr. Dark said, and whatever you say, like, you know, I can't. As soon as that kind of music comes on, the first thing I see in my brain always is that stupid fucking album cover from the Glocksy.
Well, which way were you want to go in this, Steve?
Yeah, this one's not close for me at all. I've had the misfortune of actually seeing Dying Fetus. Not a fan. I fucking hate the snare tone. It's like egregious snare tone. And it is my number 30 ranked song on this list. And Caius, awesome band. Great band. They were my number 6. It's not even close.
See, Chancey would be the one person who would appreciate Skullfucked. But which way would you have gone, Dean, if I had to ask, even?
The only thing missing from Caius, in my honest opinion, that would make it better is Max Cavalera. And that's saying something, because Max Cavalera, it can make almost anything better. That being said, Caius is pretty damn good. I like it.
That would have been one hell of a team up if they could. Like, if Caius was still around. Caius is threatening to get back together. If they do, dude, Max would totally do a song with him. He'll do a song with anybody. Max is just like that. It's like, do you have weed? Can I have some? I'll record your song with you.
And that means that Mr. Dark is started the first play-in matchup of the night. And it's going to be number 27 ranked Call Your Guy by Oozing Wound from 2013 versus number 10 ranked Rosetta Stoned by Tool from 2006.
Okay, so here's where I am going to start controversy. I love Tool. And this is my note. Love Tool, but this is when they started their Summoning the Mothership era. Give me some enema. Learn to swim, fuckers. Yeah, they had started. This is when they started doing these 11-minute wandering. My God, we did way too many drugs before we recorded era, and I'm not into it. They lost me. So that's my number 11. Oozing Wound is the one song on this list that, okay, I got to listen to more of them. Although my note does say the music is straight up my alley, but the squeaky vocals kill it. I'm just willing to give them a shot because maybe it's not squeaky through all their stuff. So that's my number 8. I'm going to be the only human on the planet who would have chosen Oozing Wound over Tool.
They're not that far on my list, I'll say. But which way do you want to go there, Max?
Yeah, I miss the days of 4-minute song by Tool too. You know, they were really good on Sober, and you know, I always
we just did a bunch of those, I think, in the '80s alternative bracket. But yeah,
it was a whole different era, and but again, like Oozing Wound. Then the other side of this is by the time you get to this, you're going, how many more times can I hear Electric Funeral covered again. You know, it's like they're so unoriginal. The guitar melody that's I guess that's the only part about Tool that they have such a they're close to being really unique. You know, so I'm gonna as much as this is just not my style of metal, so I'm gonna stick with Tool on this.
And Steve?
You know, it's funny. I don't know if you guys remember from 2 weeks ago. I am not a big Tool guy. Not ever really been a huge Tool fan, but I never heard this song, and this was my biggest surprise on the list. I actually genuinely liked this song a lot.
Wow,
it was a cool song. Maybe because it was so different from the Tool that you guys liked. Where they're
just two different bands, man.
Yeah, it sounds like a whole different band. I thought this was cool.
Two different bands.
This was a band this song was a song I'd enjoy being high to. It's my number 4 on the list.
And they enjoyed being high to it too.
Yeah, right. Oozing Wound was my 14. I still like the song, but I'm gonna go Tool.
And Dean, this one's keep it interesting.
Looks like Tool.
Which means Tool does go into the first round and into the next matchup. But yeah, I'll make this fast. Call Your Guys at number 14. I actually enjoy Oozing Wounds on my list now to go check out because I actually enjoyed that song. But I, much like Steve, normally don't like Tool. I was never a huge fan of Tool. Chance used to bring them on the show all the fucking time. I was never a huge fan of them. But this song kind of blew me away. I was like, "This is Tool." I'm like, "Why is Tool do shit like this?" Like, I actually enjoyed the shit out of that. It was long as fuck, which I usually hate about songs listed from certain bands, like Nightwish or something, or Avantasia. But that song blew me the fuck away. Like, it blew me the fuck away. So I was like, "Rosetta Stone's my number 2. Fuck yeah." That's the only thing that could beat that is Skull Fucked, because Skull fucking. But that means that the matchup start off by Max. It's going to be Rosetta Stone going against the number 11 ranked song "God Luck and Good Speed" by Weed Eater from 2007.
This is me.
Yep.
Did we skip some songs?
I think we skipped. Yeah,
there's a whole. This is only the first half of round 1. There's still another half of round 1.
Well, so but we've also done these songs before.
No, but it was a play-in. It was a play-in matchup. Tool got put into this matchup.
Okay, sorry. Never mind. Ignore me.
So what's the 2 songs again, Jeremy?
Rosetta Stoned or God Luck and Good Speed.
Man, that Tool song, you know, after listening to the espousement on it, and I forgot, I actually wrote this down, is the guitar tone that he embraced in that it's really good. Not that it's not always good coming from Adam. He's really amazing. And again, oh wow, I know I'm gonna beat the hell out of this before this is over, but again, the Weed Eater song is just Black Sabbath. You know what I mean? It kind of just they all use the same kind of distortion. That's the part I wish that there was some their level of originality. So I'm gonna go with Tool. I'll just stick with the Tool song.
And Steve?
Well, you know, this is definitely the better of the 2 Weed Eater songs on the list, and it's my number 12. So just going off the list, Tool gets it again, which is shameful if any of my friends hear this, but it's a better song.
And Dean?
Tool again.
Which means Tool is taking the matchup, which I would have voted for them anyway, so it would happen regardless. But I did put God Luck and Good Speed at number 19. It was I think it was the better. What was the other Weed Eater song? I don't even remember.
Weed Monkey.
Oh yeah, it was better too. Oh god, yeah, it was way better of the 2. But Which way would you have gone, Mr. Dark?
My note on the Weed Eater song is meh. Meh. Very meh. It's my number 22, and Rosetta Stone is up there at 11. So, yeah, Tool goes. Maybe
Which
by the
means-
time we're done with this recording, they will have successfully summoned the mothership.
But that means the first half of round one's over, and we're going to go into the second half, and it's going to get started off by Steve. Ooh, interesting matchup. Number 26 ranked Sacred Smoke by Bongzilla from 1999 versus number 9 ranked Goddamn Electric by Pantera from 2000.
You guys are gonna be surprised here.
I don't think I am actually.
This is a great Bongzilla song. It has the best intro on the list. It's my number 10 on this list. I actually haven't even found the Pantera. It's not the best Pantera song. It's I'd say it's probably one of Pantera's like shittier songs. I'm just gonna say, but it's 17 on my list. So my 10 versus my 17. I'm going Bongzilla, baby.
You're biased. You turd with them. It's not fair.
I am biased, but I did with Weed Eater too, and Weed Eater lost.
Yeah.
And we'll see if that happens in the next matchup too. But Dean, which way do you want to go?
All right, this is going to shock some people. I'm not a Pantera fan, mostly because I think Phil Anselmo is a huge piece of shit.
Oh,
So I don't like
He's
him,
shit. He's
and
an
I don't like the music he makes. And I know I've been told by people that's unfair, but that's just the way I feel. So by default, it's Bongzilla.
Let's go.
Yeah. See, that's not unfair. It's batshit insane because you've got the Abbott brothers, and whatever Phil is, the Abbott brothers completely negate him. Now, since the Abbott brothers have been dead,
Spoken like a true
Fuck
Texan.
Phil.
God bless you, brother.
exactly, man. I have not made the pilgrimage down to Arlington. I mean, I'm in DFW, but I have not made the pilgrimage down to Arlington to visit the graves. I know I ask for forgiveness, but yeah.
Well, yeah, neither of these songs actually ranked high on my list. Sacred Smoke for number 26. I liked it to a degree, but then just got knocked down by all the other great songs on this list compared to that one. Goddamn Electric's my number 16 because I actually do like that Pantera song. Pantera's never been one of my big bands I've been into. I used to blast the fucking shit out of the greatest hits in high school because I could, and because it was loud pulling into your school at 8 o'clock in the morning blasting.
Yeah, Cowboys from Hell.
Cowboys from Hell, but Cowboys from Hell was not my song though. What the hell's the grave song?
Cemetery Gates.
Cemetery
Primal
Gates.
Concrete Sledge.
Yeah, Cemetery Gates is fucking incredible. That's my favorite Pantera song of all time. But
It's fucking great, man. You're
when
thinking
he-
of Primal Concrete Sledge.
when he hits Gates at the end of that, when he hits a Gates note at the end of that song, it just fucking like every time. it
Oh,
fucking
it's
gets me.
so great.
But this one's still hot. Which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
I mean,
Oh,
the
God,
song
you
is
gotta
last.
ask.
Dead last. Way too much face noise was my note.
You said dead last.
Dead last.
Crazy.
Below cephalic carnage. Or whatever the
Insane.
fuck that band is called. Below dying
dying-
fetus.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. Pantera is my number 3. Far from the best Pantera, but it's still Pantera.
Pantera.
Reinventing the Steel was not completely awful. Now, they kind of had a return to form of Great Southern Trendkill, but of course, that was it. But Vulgar Display of Power is very likely the best metal album ever recorded. That and Painkiller by Judas Priest are just right. Just right there.
Oh, wow.
But no.
I would
the,
only disagree with the Judas Priest album. I'm sorry, I have to go Sad Wings of Destiny.
Dude, first song. You could remove every other song from that record and still put it neck to neck with any other full album, and it's still right up there. But yeah, Vulgar Display of Power is absolutely. I was there for that whole era, saw him live, did the whole thing before Phil got hooked on every substance under the world and spent every concert preaching unity and standing up to the man. And dude, it was a true religious experience. And yeah, this is the faded, long-haired, bearded, doing way too many pills Pantera. But Phil, but it's still Pantera, so it's number 3.
Which means that Max is the tiebreaker. Is it Bongzilla or Pantera?
Oh, there's not even. I'm sorry. Again, Bongzilla is cool, but Pantera, like I said, I Black Sabbath rip. I Pantera is Pantera, and this is it's yeah.
Another
Texas.
Sabbath cover band.
I've seen Pantera 3 times myself, and they fucking. I saw them in Atlanta in an outdoor venue, and they just fucking killed. And this was before they started to fall, and Vulgar Display of Power and fucking Cowboys are just incredible pieces of work.
Which means Pantera's moving on, and it means that Dean gets started the next matchup off, which is going to be interesting and probably fast. Number 25 ranked Weed Monkey by Weed Eater from 2007 versus number 8 ranked Flying High Again by Ozzy Osbourne from 1981.
If
Man,
this
I
isn't a
can't
sweep,
vote
I'll be
against
shocked.
Yaz, man. When I was in high school, the first band I really discovered, because part of my neurodivergence, I came to music late. I ignored most of it. But in high school, something about Ozzy just hit me. Flying High Again is going to get my vote every time. That is my absolute favorite song on this list.
Yeah, Weed Monkeys were number 21, so actually, yeah, it was 2 songs below the other Weed Eater song. But it was number 21. I wasn't impressed by it, really. Flying High Again is my number 11. I mean, it's Ozzy. It's not the greatest Ozzy song by any fucking means in the world, but it's Ozzy. I mean, it's Diary of a Madman. It's always a good album, but it's just not great. It's not the best Ozzy in the world. That's for damn sure. But which way do you want to go there, Mr. Dark?
Weed Eater's number 19. My note is makes me feel like I smelled pot. I have a headache and I'm nauseous. Ozzy's number 5. It's classic Ozzy. Of course, Ozzy wins. Duh.
And that means Ozzy is moving on, but that means the next matchup in the next round is gonna be fucking. But which way do you want to go there, Max?
What's funny is if you listen to the Weed Eater song, and like right after it play Fly High Again, it feels like a Black Sabbath transition, for God's sake. How dare you vote for anything but Ozzy? Even if you're listening to Weed Eater, you if you listen to it, you'd have to vote for Ozzy because the fucking song sounds like something straight off a Black Sabbath album. I mean, so anyway, Ozzy's. You know what? Look, I think this song, to coincide with Jeremy, if you're listening to Ozzy greatest hits list, this is going to be on it, and it fits in that list, but it's not the best.
And which way would you have gone, Steve?
I actually love this Flying High Again. It's like it's a great song. So it's actually my number 2 on this list.
Wow.
This I thought was the worst. Out of the 2 is the worst out of the 2, but especially because the recording is also ass. It was my 22 versus my 2, a 20 spot difference. Not even close. I'm glad this was a sweep. I actually would have been disappointed if it wasn't a sweep.
The only way it wouldn't have been for me. Well, actually, okay, now I'm lying. There's 10 songs that would have beat freaking Ozzy on that for me. But the one's going against the next round is not one of them. I'll tell you that much. But that means I start the next matchup, and it's going to be number 24 ranked Getting High in the Bad Times by Orange Goblin from 2002 versus number 7 ranked Bury Me in Smoke by Down from 1992. And Getting High in the Bad Times is my number 28. I was not that impressed by it. It was okay. I wasn't that impressed. But Bury Me in Smoke, I have to go check out more Down now because I never heard of that band until I fucking saw, and I'm like, I saw it was a supergroup, and I'm like,
yeah,
really? Okay.
Supergroup made up of other people who are on this list for the most part.
Yeah.
Although there's no Winstein's band. I can't remember. But anyway.
Yeah, I looked at the list of members. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go check this out. But yeah, so Bury Me in Smoke.
Crowbar.
Oh yeah, Crowbar. Yeah.
Sorry, my satellite uplink's a little foggy.
Bury Me in Smoke was my number 8, so that's definitely getting my vote. But which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
Orange Goblin was my 14. It's not too bad. I commented they're a less talented Clutch. I don't know what we got to do to get some clutch on one of these brackets. But yeah, so they're not terrible. But this particular down song is my number 6. It ain't Pantera, but it isn't bad.
I actually like it better than Pantera a little bit, but that's me. But
Yeah, see, we're like I said, you need Jesus.
he can't.
I actually agree with you.
But
Yeah, we need to do a laying on of hands. It might help your blood come too.
I wasn't with the blood cum guy. That was Jeremy.
No. That's what I'm saying. We need to lay hands on Jeremy because it might help. Hopefully, he'll be delivered, but also maybe his blood come will get better.
I think Steve was agreeing with what I said, but
I was. I like Down better than Pantera generally. I don't like Phil as a person. Like, I think Phil is a giant piece of shit. So it is hard for me. Yeah, it's hard for me to like love anything he does, but Down is better than Pantera.
Just don't anybody buy the whole white supremacist bullshit, because that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
He's just a douche.
He's a douche, but he's not
douche.
I mean, listen to the entire Vulgar Display album. The entire record is anti-bigotry, not a white supremacist. What he is a complete douchebag who is really dumb. He's a dumb guy, and he gets dumber when he gets drunk. So,
but Max, which way you want to go in this? Bury Me in Smoke or Getting High in the Bad Times?
You know, it's kind of funny because there's a part of Pantera. I give them their props as the gods of Pantera metal. There's just nobody equal to Pantera, and they do a lot of stuff I really, really, really love. There's also some stuff they do that they're, believe it or not, it's too hard for me. When they get away completely, I think that's why I love Cemetery Gates so much, is because it's so buried in melody. When they get away from the melody side of Pantera, when they get really hardcore into speed metal or whatever classification Pantera metal, that's the part of them that's the part that kind of shuts me away from them. And what I like about Down is Down's a little more Sabbathy, a little more down to earth, instead of that intense fucking speed all the time, the double kick of the two brothers, it just makes it a lot more accessible. And so it's kind of funny. I feel the same way about Down. I love Pantera. They are gods because of the brothers. But in terms of Phil, I think this is better. I think Down is almost a better Phil project.
I mean, Down is swamp metal.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
That's basically it.
And I really like swamp. I like swamp metal better than I do the real hardcore Pantera side of metal, whatever that is. I'll take the swamp metal kind of feeling. I really dig that kind of slow, grindy side of it. So anyway, it's good stuff. I like. Doesn't mean I don't love it, man. I love it.
Someone is at Glen Lair front door.
So Down for me.
And Steve?
There's actually they are one slot apart from each other. This is my 19 and 20. And I do like both of these songs. I liked a lot of these songs. So up till about 20 is where the rest of it I'm not crazy about. But Orange Goblin, I love the like 60s, 70s breakdown in there. But again, it's another bad recording in general. Down wins by one slot for me.
And which way would you have gone, Dean?
I think I'm going to go with Down on this one.
And we have another sweep. Luckily, those sweeps are not facing each other in the next round, at least. But that means the next matchup can start off by Mr. Dark, and it's going to be number 23 ranked with with the best name on this whole fucking bracket, Reefer Sutherland by Bong Ripper from 2007. And it's going against number 6 ranked Dope Throne by Electric Wizard from 2000.
I mean, it's a coin toss, but I'm going to call an audible. On my list, Bong Ripper is 29, but my note needs to be faster and shorter. Whereas the Electric Wizard song, my note is yawn, and I kind of remember that one. And I think Bong Ripper got pushed down the list by other songs, and I don't know that it really deserves to be number 29. So I'm calling an audible, and I'm giving it to Bong Ripper. Mainly because, like you said, that's a funny fucking name.
Reefer Sutherland. I fucking love it.
If only they had put lyrics to it, it would have been even better.
I know, right? But Max, which way you want to go?
And what was the other song of the Reefer Sutherland one?
Dope Throne.
By
Dope
Electric
Throne.
Wizard.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Reefer too.
And Steve.
See, I like both of these bands. I don't think either of these songs were the best songs from either of these bands. Electric Wizard, though, that's my 24 on this album. And the Bong Ripper song, the best thing about it's the name. The song's not great, doesn't sound good. It's pretty boring. Electric Wizard, even just the artwork for the song is better. It's not the best Electric Wizard song, but I'm going Electric Wizard.
And Dean?
I'm giving it to Reefer Sutherland just for the name. Unfortunately, I'm high. I figured that was the best way to do this bracket. And yeah, so sometimes you're going to get those decisions from me.
So hands up, how many people in this group here are actually stoned at the moment?
I wish.
I know at least Max and Dean.
I am not yet because I have children that I need to wait to go to sleep. But
all right,
I feel like it'll help me
in
with my
spirit.
trip.
You're high in spirit.
I wish I was high. If I had the money to go get another fucking vape today, I would have.
Jeremy is as well. He's high in spirit. If he could be high, he would be. I don't do drugs. I'm an old straight edge dude, so you're never going to get me to say it.
But I was 100%. I was 100% stoned yesterday when I was finishing this ranking. So
fair enough.
But for this one, Dope Throne's my number 32. There's only 2 songs below it on my list, and those are the ones that were a half hour plus long. So yeah, Reefer Sutherland was my number 18, and because the guitar riffs in it were fucking amazing. I love the guitar throughout the whole song. It was just too long, and it needed lyrics. But what are you gonna do? But that means the next matchup's going to start off by Max, and it's going to be number 22 ranked Natural High by Union Underground from 2000 versus number 5 ranked Hail the Leaf by Down from 1992.
I'm gonna. There's something about the natural. Again, it almost feels like I remember this song is one of those songs that's. It feels like Rob Zombie. It's got a real
for Union Underground,
like dance metal kind of
right
vibe.
2000, it's 2000s metal, so yeah, 100%.
Yeah, don't you think so, Steve? I mean, it really feels like it's got that. It really feels like fucking.
They were trying very hard on this song to be Rob Zombie.
Yeah,
they did not succeed.
They did not. No,
they tried because this is not like the rest of their stuff. It doesn't sound like the rest of their stuff.
And
don't tell me that.
No, they're just a new metal band.
It's funny because I really like. I kind of call that dance metal, isn't it? I mean, that's the kind of shit that you can mix with. You could. Well, all my point is you could mix Rob Zombie in a fucking disco club because he's playing to a fucking BPM that would match something else.
Well, so, and he releases dance mixes of almost every one of his records.
I would know he would without even having to know that because everything he does really feels like it's got a devotion to that kind of dance too.
I've danced to Dracula, so fuck yeah. But
Hell the Leaf, this is a weed. I gotta go with Down. I'm gonna stick with my boys. It's got a good riff to it. It's got a good backbone to it. It's a great song,
And Steve, which way you want to go?
Yeah, it's funny because I haven't heard the Union Underground since I feel like high school or something. Like all the my friends who used to go hang out at the mall were like into the Union Underground. But this song's not bad. It's my 15 on the list. I enjoyed it, and this particular Down song was not as good as the other one. And my only note is this live? The drums are so ass. So yeah, it was my 25. The drums, like the rest of the guitar was awesome. The drums just really weirdly recorded. Like it was,
Yeah.
I don't know, recorded it up somebody's ass, up Phil's ass maybe. So
There's
I'm
lots
gonna
of
go-
room.
Yeah,
There-
lots of room up Phil's ass. So,
He's up his own ass. He's got
The
lots
burden-
of stuff up his own ass.
so I'm going Union
Just-
Underground, which I would never have said in high school because I was
The
like
burden of an engineer's ears.
I know,
Yeah.
man. It really ruins music for me a lot of times.
Fucking doesn't it? I get it. I understand. I've learned to shut it off though, because luckily I had little kids that played all the time, and I would just, people would fucking was blown away at what I could ignore. So you fucking, when you got fucking crappy music, and I don't mean just crappy, just all the time, you learn to ignore that shit. But man, when you got engineers' ears and you listen to stuff, you can't help but just go, "Oh my god, did they not know how to use a microphone?"
And Dean, which way you want to go?
Union Underground is one of those bands that is really hit and miss for me. And to be honest, they're more often misses than hits. But in this one instance, I have to add it to their top 3 songs that I like. It's probably number 2 on that list, ahead of Turn Me On, Mr. Deadman. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Union Underground.
Yeah, Hail a Leaf was my number 13. It was a good song. But Natural High is my number 4. I fucking love that song. Like, I actually want to go check out Union Underground now because I like that song a lot. So they're on my list. But that means Union Underground moves on. Which way would you have gone, Mr. Stark?
They even did the Raw theme for half a second.
I think I do.
Well,
Oh, man, that's where I knew the
that,
name from. That's where I knew the name from. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I knew the name, but couldn't think of why. But
So-
Mr. Dark, which
So
way you want to
Union
go?
Underground is everything bad about new metal. I even made the note, you can hear the frosted tips, which is true. No, okay, so Union Underground was basically a label plant. They were an industry plant. They did this record. It isn't even that it did very well, and yet suddenly they were on every major tour. So I don't know. They had some manager that was passing out blow in wheelbarrows. Because I saw them. I forget what band it was, but I wanted to see the band they were opening for, and they were just the biggest douche canoes. There was nothing there. They were nothing burger, yet they were acting like they were the goddamn Stones. And obviously they died out. They fizzled quickly. Their bass player, at his earliest opportunity, bailed to go be in Disturbed, where he's still in like 25 years later. Yeah, they're terrible. This song is terrible. They're terrible. Fuck them and fuck everything about them. This Down song, I made the comment, nice Kurt Winstein riff, which it is. Sounds like a Crowbar song. I'm down. It was my number 12. So yes, Down by far.
Which means that Steve gets to start off the next one, and it's going to be number 20. It's a early 90s matchup. Yay. It's number 21 ranked Nod Scene by Monster Magnet from 1991 versus number 4 ranked Dragonaut by Sleep from 1992.
Hold on, let me find where this. Oh, yeah, this one's not even close. The Monster Magnet was 30. That one sucked. Just a genuine shit song. Sleep, I love Sleep. Like Sleep's a great band. Some of the greatest riffs of all time are Sleep riffs. So it's not even close. Sleep is my number 8 on this list versus my number 30. Sleep.
And Dean?
I think there might be one song by Monster Magnet I like, and this isn't it. So, and while Sleep was pretty good, it made me want to listen to Sleep Token, who I really like. But yeah, in this matchup, I'm going to go with Sleep.
I can't get into Sleep Token.
I got a friend at work who fucking worships Sleep Token.
They are coworker music. That's how
They're a cult, and women in their 30s, just as my friend always says, she wants to climb the lead singer.
But I mean, I can't get into them. They're okay, but I can't get into their fucking R&B fucking metal. It's like, what the hell's wrong with you? But
I liked one of their songs because it was very interesting R&B metal. But then they came out with this new album, which is just an R&B record, and occasionally the guitarist comes into the studio.
I mean, so Not Seen was my number 17. It was It was there. It wasn't great. Dragonaut was my number fucking 10. I fucking love that song. That song was the closest we got to symphonic metal, power metal in this whole fucking thing. So that's the closest we're fucking getting. So Dragonaut is moving on though. Which way would you have gone, Mr. Dark?
So I don't know why I don't like Sleep more. Well, I do. They're too slow. But given how much I love High on Fire, and I get Matt now, even though now they threw him out of Sleep, because he plays so slow in Sleep that then he gets into High on Fire and it's just pure nonstop aggression because he's got to get it out somehow. But yeah, Sleep is just, man, do they live up to the name? It's so slow. My note on this track was Give Me High on Fire. Unfortunately, Monster Magnet, I don't know how I ended up putting him at number 10. My note is fuck Dave Windorf. It's a song about weed, and if you listen to the lyrics, it's still halfway about just how awesome he is. Biggest goddamn, I wanted to see, I think he opened up for Rob Zombie at one point early on. Maybe even White Zombie way back in the day. But I had to sit through a live show of him with his giant fan in front of him, blowing in front of him so that his hair blew back the whole show. Biggest egotistical So I'm calling another audible. I don't care that Sleep was 7 ranks below. I'm giving it to Sleep because fuck Dave Windorf.
And
Got a stupid name too.
And Max, which way would you have gone?
Oh, this is it. Dragonaut is actually, I know it's funny because again, the Black Sabbath reference. This is a take on Supernaut. It's off of what is it? Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. It's just the way they wrote it is you can tell it's like their bump to Black Sabbath, and when you listen to the song, it's just one progressive, like the exact mentality of a great Black Sabbath song. And then the other side of that is the Monster Magnet song is just mediocre. So I'm torn because I'll go. Who's already winning?
Dragonaut won already.
Oh, then never mind. Dragon.
Well, there's only 3 matchups left in round 1, and that means the next one's getting to start off by Dean. And it's going to be number 20 ranked Staring Through My Eyes That Are Red by Cannabis Corpse from 2006. Or number 3 ranked A Passage to Bangkok by Rush from 1976. 40-year difference. Biggest difference in songs in this whole bracket.
I don't know, man. I like me some Geddy Lee. God, I'm going to go old school and hit Rush on this one.
I was surprised it
I'm
was
not
that
sure.
hard.
I'm not sure they really count as metal, though, but...
It's a pretty heavy song.
It's pretty heavy. I mean, but, yeah, for me, this is the worst Campus Corpse song in this whole fucking bracket. It's my number 30. It's fucking horrible. You can barely understand a word they're fucking saying, which I know it's Campus Corpse, but still, you can barely understand a word they're saying. I usually can understand at least half of the song. But Patch to Bangkok, I've never heard that Rush song. I fucking love Rush, but I've never heard that song before. And I got fucking some Murray Head One Night in Bangkok deal from it a little bit. And the fucking keyboard, like in the fucking beginning of it, fucking like sold me immediately. So I gotta go Rush. Patch to Bangkok for number 3. I fucking love that song. But which way do you want to go, Mr. Dark?
Cannabis Corpse was my number 20. My note was second verse, same as the first. It's like, I don't need to listen to this record because I have. I've heard 2 songs, and oh, look, they're identical. Rush is my number 15, and my note was, what the fuck is Rush doing in here? Yeah, these guys came to the wrong party, but they're still Rush, so they're number 15. So, yeah, sure, Rush, why not?
Which means Rush is moving on, and I don't think they're going to make it past the next round no matter what wins, so no worries. But which way would you have gone this, Max?
if you're from my era, can there be? I mean, when I was growing up, weed songs had to be disguised, and fucking Rush was the first band to write about fucking getting high flagrantly, even though they still did a good job of fucking hiding it in the Road to Bangkok, and I just fuck, man, when I heard this album the first time, first of all, I was baked as fuck, and to hear 21, if you're a rock and roll fan and you were alive during the Rush era, you probably hated Rush until you heard 2112, and then you heard 2112, and your life was forever changed, because to me it's in my top 5 of all-time greatest albums in history, just because the magnitude of what it brought to the table at the time. So Rush.
And Steve, which way would you have gone?
Well, Jeremy, per usual for all of these, we have 3 or 4 songs that are the same exact one, because Rush is my number 3. And this Cannabis Corpse song is shit. It's my 21. It is my 21.
You got to stop holding back, man. You've got to express your feelings.
I mean, it's just not a good song. 21 versus my 3.
That means I start off the last play-in match of the night, and it's a play-in matchup. I'll say it twice, but it's gonna be fuck. I'm kind of pissed. Actually, I'm kind of pissed I'm starting this, but it's number 19 ranked Albatross by Corrosion of Conformity, from 1994, against the number 1 ranked song in this whole bracket, Sweetleaf by Black Sabbath from 1971.
Oh no, this is
what?
why.
What?
And I might get some shit for this. I never heard Sweetleaf before this. It is nowhere near one of my favorite Sabbath songs by any fucking means. I could probably name 10, 15 better songs than Sweetleaf. So, Sweetleaf was my number 7. Albatross is my number 5. I'm not a Corrosion of Conformity fan. I might become one because Albatross blew me the fuck away. So, I really like that. That was like one of my discoveries in this. I fucking love that, and Natural High were like my 2 discoveries in this. So, but I'm giving it to Albatross. I'm probably gonna lose this one. I already know that. But which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
So this is where I'm gonna. If you guys could, bring pitchforks and torches, you probably would. My note is pull my metal card. I don't like Ozzy Sabbath much. Dio Sabbath all over it. Ozzy all over it.
If
Ozzy
Andrew
Sabbath.
If Andrew was here, he would agree with you 100%.
It's just not. It doesn't do that much for me. I totally respect it. I respect what it brought to music, etc. But I'm just not going to sit around listening to it. Albatross, Corrosion of Conformity. I said, look, if it ain't voting with a bullet, but it's still Corrosion of Conformity. It's my number 7, so it wins by a long shot.
And Max?
You know what's amazing? I knew I was right, and I just went and looked it up. Corrosion, I believe, did a remake of Sweetleaf. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess it's not. It looks like it is, but it's not. But I thought I could have swore that Corrosion covered Sweetleaf, which would be really funny that they would win in this category. You know what? I don't have a choice. It's Sabbath. It's Sweetleaf. And that was truly the first time ever anybody said in a fucking song. So whether you like the song or not, just remember where it stands historically. That was like truly one of the first moments in time where somebody just said, fuck you, listen to this. I love pot, and sang a song about it that you could play publicly. Everybody danced around like Bangkok. It doesn't drive it, you know what I mean? Sweetleaf, there's no fucking question what he's saying. You introduced me to my mind, everything that he talks about, that pot, that he romanticized smoking weed for the entire generation. And everybody who fucking gets high from that was actually born and raised in that era, they know Sweetleaf because it's one of the fucking absolute anthem songs of that era.
Phil originally was going to be on this bracket. He said he's like I would just be voting for Sweetleaf the whole time and everything else could fuck off. But Which way do you want to go there, Steve?
I hate that this is a first round matchup. That actually sucks. But
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
because both these bands are like two of my favorite bands. But yeah, my note on the Corrosion song is this should be in everyone's top 10. The solo slaps, even though it was mixed in like shit, which is true. But it is also my number 7, Mr. Dark. So we had that in common. But Sweet Leaf, one of the greatest riffs of all time, and half of these songs wouldn't even exist without just that riff alone.
No
Sweet
shit,
Leaf is
right?
my number 1 song on this bracket. So yeah, it's I gotta go Sabbath. I'll next time I perform at South by, I'm coming to your house with the pitchfork. So I can't believe you don't like Ozzy Sabbath.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just, like I said, Dio Sabbath and Ozzy separately, total different story. But Ozzy Sabbath, all right.
Which means Dean is the tiebreaker in this.
Well, all right. Look, I'll admit, when I listened to this list initially, I was also high. Take from that what you will. Albatross makes me think of John Cleese in a dress. Sweet Leaf.
Oh God!
You're gonna blame the song on the title.
Albatross.
Sweet Leaf makes me think of hobbits who, instead of tobacco, are harvesting weed.
Which sounds awesome.
I don't know. I have nothing against the Albatross sketch, but hobbits farming weed is so much funnier to me. So just based on that alone, guess what? Sweet Leaf wins. Frodo, pass me a joint.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, I like his thought process. I know, but it's against Black Sabbath. Sweet Leaf is like a great. It's literally one of the best. These other Corrosion would have beaten most of these other bands, but
there wouldn't be this list wouldn't be happening right now without Sweet Leaf.
I know.
Oh, gentlemen, that means that Sweet Leaf goes into the final matchup in round 1, and it's going to get started off by Mr. Dark, and it's going to be Sweet Leaf versus the number 2 ranked song on this list, "Dope Smoker" by Sleep from 1998.
Oh, well, that's easy. That's the number 2 song?
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, my note on this Sleep song, all in caps, is this song is an entire business hour long. No, we're not doing that. I don't care. Matt Pike, I'm glad they threw him out of Sleep. Now he can focus on his band that actually kicks. No hour-long drony bullshit. I'll have to give it to Sabbath, even though, man, did Corrosion ever deserve to win that. I'm just
I agree. But Max, which way do you want to go?
I'm sorry. I think we all have to argue the fact that it would be tough to have this list even exist if it wasn't for Sweet Leaf. So anyway, I'm just defending the Black Sabbath moment. So yeah, I'm going to have to go with Sweet Leaf to me because it would seem like a sacrilege for anything else. I mean, there may be some other songs that could compete with Sweet Leaf as marijuana songs. I don't know what they are, but
Smoke on the fucking water. Smoke on the fucking water. Smoke on the water, dude.
Yeah, that's not a weed song though.
It is to me, but
yeah, but it's not.
Isn't it?
Not as flagrantly. Look, brother, I love you. You're talking to a Deep Purple fan from hell, right here.
I honestly thought Smoke on the Water was about bongs. I mean, even before.
Yeah, no.
When I knew this much about bongs, I knew. Oh, Smoke on the Water. Okay, so that's a bong song.
Yeah, it's ironically for the engineers that are in the house, the entire fucking song is about they're in the middle of recording their album and their fucking studio burns down and they're fucking watching the whole thing happen. Yeah. They're at Montreux, Switzerland at a lake, and there's a fucking resort they were all staying at, and they were recording, and fucking the fucking resort burned down. And there was actually a guy named Funky Claude they were helping him pull fucking kids out of the building so they didn't burn up. It's actually a documentary. Smoke on the Water.
I thought all that was allegory.
No,
I thought
it's
they
all
went
true,
to the
man.
studio and
No.
everybody got so stoned that they were literally having to carry guys out of the studio.
No,
that is
that was
honestly what
it.
I
Was
thought.
all really a true story about
Oh,
a
fair enough.
fucking the resort burning down they were staying in. But
Learn
Sweet
something new
Leaf
every
to
day.
me, I mean, from the moment I saw this, I knew Sweet Leaf was going to be on it. I knew it was going to be the last song as I started to look through the list, and it's the last song for a reason because, to me, like I could have just started off from the beginning, going like flipping a coin like Dean because. To me, there's really only one true fucking guardian of this list. So,
And Steve, which way would you go?
Now, as much as I like Sleep, this is not a Sleep song I like. Again, over an hour. I have terrible ADD, so it took me 3 times to get through this whole thing. It's just, and again, the recording's just not good, and you wouldn't even have this song with the riffs in it if it wasn't for the riff in Sweet Leaf. It's like it's very comparable.
yeah.
Easy one, Sweet Leaf.
And Dean?
Oh, wait, I don't need to do that. Sweet Leaf. Soda, pass me another joint.
And yeah, Dope Smoker was literally my number 34. I literally just wrote an hour and 3 minutes of guitar. No, thank you. I'm good. I can move on. I listened to maybe 5 minutes of it, and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking. And I went through to make sure there's no lyrics, and I'm like, nah, I'm fucking good. All right.
If you're doing Dream Theater where you're literally doing like an hour of a song, which is really a symphony with multiple stages and
That's
parts,
different.
Okay.
That is different.
Yeah.
This is just Matt Pike getting really stoned and noodling for an hour while his band keeps up with him. That's it.
Which that means that round 1's over, and we're going to start round 2, and we're going to have to move a little fast. I know Max has a show in 40 minutes. So,
Okay, let's go.
Let's fly through it.
Chop, chop.
yes, chop chop indeed. And that means that Max actually gets started with this one. It's going to be Ask Ed by Sacred Reich versus Hasteor by Bongzilla.
I'm going to go Sacred Reich.
And Steve?
This is my 13 versus my 5. I'm going Bongzilla.
And Dean?
Bongzilla, baby!
Yeah, this is my number 6 versus number 20. So Sacred Reich gets my vote, which means Mr. Dark is a tiebreaker.
Well, it's Sacred Reich, if only for what is it, American Way? Wasn't that their biggest song?
No idea.
I think.
And how about
anyway,
the one Motley Crue album that doesn't have Vince Neil on it? Isn't this the guy that sang for the
Karabi
Holiday album?
Yeah, no. So, yeah, I'm giving it to Sacred Reich for the American Way. I know that's not this song, but I don't give a fuck.
Which means Sacred Reich is moving on. And the next matchup is going to get started off by Steve. And it's going to be Metal Movie Marijuana Massacre Meltdown by Acid Witch versus Stone Cover by Sub Rosa.
Hold on. Oh, I'm going Acid Witch on here. It's my 23 versus my 32. So, Acid Witch.
And Dean?
Acid Witch.
Reminds me of a Dog Fashion Disco song, honestly. Just hearing Acid Witch. That's a good Dog Fashion Disco song, too. But, yeah, M5 is my number 15, and Stone Carver is my number 25. So, yeah, Acid Witch gets it and gets the win. Which way would you have gone, Mr. Dark?
Same. My number 9 versus my number 13.
And Max, which way would you have gone?
Acid Witch.
Oh, sweet. That's
Sweet.
interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, this next matchup's going to be a fucker. But it's going to get started off by Dean. It's going to be Mummified in Bong Water by Cannabis Corpse versus Marijuana by Brujeria.
Marijuana.
Yeah, that's my number 24 versus my number 12. So, yeah, Marijuana gets it by far. by about half. But which way would you go, Mr. Dark?
One of these bands will murder you with machetes if you don't vote for them, and the other one won't. So, Brujeria.
Which means Brujeria moves on. But which way would you have gone, Max?
Marijuana.
And Steve?
It's marijuana, but Mummified in Bong Water is still the greatest song name title.
It
Oh,
is
got it.
very good.
I mean, it's no skull fuck, but yeah.
Technically, you can't mummify somebody in water, so it's
It's a hypoxia.
technically inaccurate.
This is Bong
But
Water.
The
And-
last-
Oh, that's the difference. Yes.
Substance.
Yes, that's
I
it.
actually just watched Evil Bong for a movie bracket list for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I fucking love that movie.
Charles Band.
It's a full moon fucking bracket.
Yeah, well,
So-
there you go. Charles Band to go.
If you do a trauma bracket, let me know. I want in on that.
It's on the list, so eventually someone will pick it. But that means the final matchup in this side of round 2 is going to get started off by Dean. Oh no, Dean's that one. By me. Oh shit. Okay. Oh fuck. It's going to be Green Machine by Chaos versus Rosetta Stoned by Tool, and it's my number 9 versus my number 2, so I gotta give it to Rosetta Stoned. But which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
It's almost exactly the opposite. It's my number 11 versus my number 2. Caius, possibly the most popular stoner metal band in history.
And which way do you want to go there, Max?
You know, I love Tool. Tool does good. They'll do their whatever they do. I'm gonna go for Caius.
I will not be disappointed if Tool wins. Tool loses. I'm just saying. But Steve, which way you want to go?
Yeah, any day of the week, it's Caius over Tool for me. Again, it's my 6 versus my 4, but I'm just going off my ranking here, and shockingly, Tool hit the 4th spot. So sacrilegiously, I'm going to say Tool over Caius.
Call an audible, man. You can do that.
Which-
There's
No, I can't. I go off my rankings. It's my thing. It's my life.
I'm the same way. I can't pull an audible in if I really fucking want to, and it's like killing me not to. But that means it's a tiebreaker for Dean, which makes it more interesting. So I'm down for that.
Well, I guess it's Caius featuring Max Cavalera. Okay, not really, but
We can only
I'm
wish.
still going with Caius.
Which means Kai's is moving on. The next matchup.
I'm happy with that. I'm not mad.
That me either. But that quarterfinal matchup is gonna be a bitch. But the other side of this whole side of round 2 is gonna be a fucking bitch to begin with. But in the first matchup on this one, getting started off by Mr. Dark, Goddamn Electric by Pantera versus Flying High Again by Ozzy Osbourne.
Easy.
I mean, not hard for me. It's my number 3 versus my number 5, but Pantera, dude. There are other Ozzy songs that would beat this Pantera song, but not Flying High Again.
Oh god, yeah. And Max?
I'm gonna go with Ozzy.
And Steve?
It's Ozzy, baby. It's my number 2. It's a great song.
It's a good one.
And,
The riff in it kills. I'm sorry, I love it.
Good.
And Dean?
Fuck Phil Anselmo. I'm going with Ozzy.
Let's go.
Which means Ozzy wins. And
What
I
I'm
would've-
talking about.
It's my number 11 versus my number 16. So I would have voted for Ozzy regardless. So he would have won no matter what. But the next matchup, well, actually, one might be easy. But get started off by Max. It's going to be Bury Me in Smoke by Down versus Reefer Sutherland by Bong Ripper.
Oh, definitely down.
Boy, that's a bad pull for Bong Ripper, man.
I know, right?
I don't think that song really should have risen this high in the rankings.
It beat Up Throne. That's the only thing good.
Yeah.
But
That's a good throwaway.
which way you want to go, Steve?
The Bong Ripper song was my 33. It's the only redeeming value of it is the name. It's down.
And Dean?
Yep.
And yeah, it's my number 8 versus my number 18. So yeah, yep, Down gets my vote too. And Mr. Dark?
My number 6 versus my number 29. So yeah, Down.
You gotta love that band. Only won the first round because of the name of the song. Fucking classic. That's a stoner thing. That's totally a stoner thing too. But this next,
Dude, that name's so funny.
I guess that's
All
a
right.
book by its cover, isn't it?
But this next matchup, a little difficult, but it's going to get started off by Steve, and it's going to be Natural High by Union Underground versus Dragonaut by Sleep.
Now, while this might be the only Union Underground song I generally care for, Sleep, it's Sleep, and it's a great sleep song. It's my 8 versus my 15, Sleep all day.
And Dean?
I think I got to go with Union Underground again. I only had 2 songs by them I liked. This became my third. So
Gonna go get your eyebrow pierced after this?
probably not.
Get some frosted tips put in. Get you
Probably
some.
not.
Get you some skinny jeans.
God damn! Talk about.
I
going
couldn't fit
south,
into skinny anything. Who the hell are you talking to?
Oh, that won't stop you. You can still cram your way in there. You
It'll
gotta
be
be fashionable.
It'll be fucking Peter Griffin in skinny jeans, but which actually isn't on an episode. But it's my number 4 versus my number 10, so I gotta go for Union Underground. Dragonaut's great, but Natural High is better. But which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
Oh, fuck Union Underground. Sleep.
Which means Max gets a tiebreaker.
I'm gonna go Union Underground.
Wow. Surprise, actually.
Well, but that the final matchup is a 70s matchup in round 2.
There is a
And-
silver lining to that last one. I get to say fuck Union Underground again.
They're not winning whoever they have to face next. Trust.
Oh no, but I get to say fuck Union Underground again.
But
I'll take you with that.
that means that Dean gets to start this matchup off. And it's going to be A Passage to Bangkok by Rush versus Sweet Leaf by Black Sabbath.
Oh, you fucker!
I know. I hate these
What a
guys.
bunch of shit.
See, I think
I
that's
gotta go with-
fair.
Yeah, that's
Leaf.
not fair at all.
Frodo, pass me another joint.
And actually, it's my number 3 versus my number 7. But so I got to go with Rush. It's 4 spaces higher, but which way? I also was very high when I listened to both those songs, so it fits. But which way you want to go, Dean? I mean, Mr. Dark.
How dare you?
D's confused.
They're right next to each other. Rush is 15, Sabbath is 16, but I'd give it to Rush anyway.
And which way you want to go there, Max?
I'm gonna stay with my boys, Black Sabbath.
I was gonna say they're both your boys, so
Yeah, they really are, but I love them both. But Rush had an impact on me like unbelievably. But Black Sabbath was truly the band that I loved the most when I was a kid. So,
and that gives the person who picked this bracket a tie-breaking decision here.
It sucks because, again, this is my 1 versus my 3, but, I mean, it's Sweet Leaf, baby. It's Sweet Leaf.
nice.
And Sweet Leaf does move on, as I like my Sweet Leaf.
You get such a class. You get a classic Ozzy. Come on now, and Sweet Leaf. Like that alone just wins. You get the classic. Come on now. Come on.
And you know what it is about. Okay, so here we go, brother. This is a classic example. Do you know what it is about that album to me that the recording is so fucking shitty and sounds like ass, and it doesn't matter when I was a kid, we had 6x9s that had screwdrivers stuck through them, but it didn't matter. You turned any fucking Black Sabbath, like that song especially, up in your car, and it was just and that's the thing about it. It's still horrible recording, just magnificent. It's the song, it's the riff, it's what it's saying. It just had never been done like that before.
You know, it's funny. It isn't. All of Sabbath's early like Ozzy stuff, the recordings are not great. But on this list, Sweet Leaf sounds like an overproduced record.
Oh my God, isn't that true?
Some of the shit on this fucking list.
Well, it had
So
only
true.
4 tracks.
But that means
Was
that
it recorded onto cassette?
Yeah.
that means the quarterfinals are going to get started off by me, and it's going to be Ask Ed by Sacred Reich versus Metal Movie Marijuana Massacre Meltdown by Acid Witch. And it's my number 6 versus my number 15, so I gotta give it to Sacred Reich. But which way do you want to go, Mr. Dark?
Acid Witch.
And Max?
Sacred Reich.
And Steve?
It's Sacred Reich for me.
Which means Sacred Reich is moving into the semifinals. They're definitely the dark horse in it, so I don't think they're going to make it far.
It is
But
wild that a Sacred Reich song found its way into the quarterfinals of weed songs, and this is like the only song they ever did that had anything to do with drugs. Most of it was political thrash.
And Dean, which way would you go?
I would have gone Acid Witch.
Yeah, well, that means the other matchup in this side of the quarterfinals is, oh god, gonna get started off by Mr. Dark, and it's Marijuana by Brujeria versus Green Machine by Caius.
You motherfucker.
We got
there are 6 songs I give a shit about on this whole list, and this is my number 2 versus my number 4. Hopefully the boys from Matamoros will not use my skull for black magic, but I gotta go Caius.
I would more hope they don't use your skull for fucking, but okay. Which way you want to go?
You're not familiar with Brujeria lore.
You know, I've already got in my mind what has to win, and if it doesn't, it's not going to really matter much. So, I'm going to go with Caius on this. I love the Macarena thing, but Caius is real music and fucking kills. So I agree with Mr. Dirk on this.
And Steve?
I mean, it's a great song versus a great gag song.
Gimmick, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so it's Caius.
Which
the rest of Brujeria is mostly like pseudo black metal, death metal-y type stuff with a hardcore edge.
Right.
This is not like Brujeria. So
it's like
they might not have made it this far if it in the list if it was, because not all their songs are even this good. So they probably made it this far if it wasn't this song, but it's a gag song. It's weird how
a little bit like Molotov almost.
It's like Fewer Schwens doing Gangnam Style. It's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
I hate Feuer Swans, but I would listen to that song.
The video is hilarious. Watch the video. But
wait, they did Gangnam Style
on one of their last albums. Yeah,
I thought you were making that up. Well, I got to listen to that.
But
I got to go watch that video.
Dean, which way do you want to? Oh, the last scene is fucking. It had me like dying laughing at work. But Dean, which way do you want to go?
Yep.
And yep, it's my number 9 versus my number 12. So Caius gets a freaking sweep into the semifinals, and the other side of the quarterfinal, it's not going to win. I actually might win. It's going to win by the semifinals, but we'll see. The other side on the first matchup is going to start off with Max, and it's going to be Flying High Again by Ozzy versus Bury Me in Smoke by Down.
Oh, Fly High.
And which way do you want to go there, Steve?
That's my 2 versus my 19. It's Ozzy.
And Dean?
Yep.
And yeah, it's my number 11 versus my number 8, and I gotta give it to Bury Me in Smoke by 3 spots. But it doesn't matter because Ozzy's moving on. Which way would you have gone there, Mr. Dark?
Ozzy beats it by 1.
And so Ozzy moves on, and we have one matchup left in the semifinals here. And it's going to be
it's a bloodbath.
It's going to be getting started off by Steve, and it's Natural High by Union Underground versus Sweet Leaf by Black Sabbath.
You don't even have to ask me that. It's Sweet Leaf. My 1 versus my 15.
And Dean?
Frodo, pass me another joint. Sweet Leaf.
Frodo.
Okay. Frodo wouldn't be rolling the joint to be Samwise, but here you go, Mr. Frodo. Here's another one for you.
I'm trying to help you, old friend. Pass me your bong.
But actually, It's my number 4 versus my number 7. So I got to go Union Underground. It's my number 4 versus my number 7. It's another 3 apart. So, but which way you want to go there, Mr. Dark?
Do yourselves a favor. I'm not going to link it. You can Google it yourselves. Alice Cooper did a video for a song called "Give Me." It's a great song. The video takes a little shot at new metal guys like Union Underground. Let's just say that album came out mid 2000s. And number one, fantastic Alice Cooper song, and number two, the last 10 seconds of that video will have you laughing so hard you will spit.
What's the name of the video?
Gimme.
Okay, I love Alice Cooper.
It's
so
just
it's
all
easy.
about. It's all about the whole kind of thing in the thousands about people just thinking they're owed things. Give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. That's the chorus.
Yeah.
And let's just say a new metal band sells their souls to the devil.
Yeah.
And how it ends, like I said, that last 10 seconds, you will laugh so hard.
I can't wait to go see it, my brother.
Yeah, because it's about the Union Underground at the end of the day. It really is. They were the prototypical sell out to be the latest new metal thing. Everything that's in new metal, we do it. Yeah, no, fuck them, Sweetleaf.
But which way do you want to go there, Max? As about to ask, but
Keep going.
If he votes Union Underground, I'm falling out of this chair. Right out.
No, oh God, are you kidding? Are you
right out of this chair,
kidding?
man.
I'm
But that
fucking with you.
that means the semifinals are official. Our quarterfinals are officially over, and we can go into the semifinal matchups. And it is going to get started off by Dean, and it's going to be Ask Ed by Sacred Reich versus Green Machine by Caius.
Got to go with Caius.
And that's going to be my number 9 versus my number 6. I actually have to go with Sacred Reich.
Wow.
I rank them slightly higher. But
Told you multiple times, you need Jesus.
which way do you want to go, Mr. Dark?
Caius.
And Max?
Yep.
And Steve.
Caius.
Which means Caius is going into the finals. But Sacred Reich will have one last chance to place nicely. But that means the other side of the semifinals is going to be Flying High Again by Ozzy versus Sweet Leaf by Black Sabbath featuring Ozzy.
Oh, what a bunch of shit.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to get started off by me. Ooh, it's my number 7 versus my number 11. I actually can vote for Sweet Leaf this time. So it's Sweet
Nice.
Leaf for me. But which way do you want to go there, Mr. Dark?
Ozzy.
Nice vote. Fucking safe way out.
Well, he said he likes solo Ozzy, not Ozzy Sabbath. So
I like solo Ozzy. It's Ozzy Sabbath that I'm just kind
You know what I think though, Mr. Dark? I think this is one of the few songs, if I'm not mistaken, I wish I could be in. I think this is one of the few songs that Ozzy actually wrote the whole fucking thing.
I
could be
doubt
wrong.
it.
I would
All
be
I know
glad
is
to
it's
be
got
wrong
Randy
with that,
Rhodes
but
on it. So
he's
okay.
Sorry, I would look. I'm not trying to beat you up here, brother. That's fair enough.
I'm actually looking at it right now, and they credited the whole fucking band. So who
Did
knows?
they? Okay. For
that's
some
probably
reason that
political.
sticks in my mind from a bunch of interviews. Go ahead.
That's probably political. They did that a lot in the old days, where the whole band gets credit and then they share the royalties.
Steve, which way you want to go? Let's keep this moving.
It's my 1 and 2, so it's tough, but it's still Sweet Leaf, even though I do love Flying High Again.
And Dean?
Okay, I'm going to settle something here for Mr. Dark. Dio solo, cool. Ozzy solo, cool. But you want the best vocals for Black Sabbath? Talk to Mr. Tomi Iommi. And that being said...
Okay, Drew agrees with you on that one, but yeah.
That being said, I'm going to go with Sweet Leaf.
Tony Iommi never sang.
Which means Sweet Leaf.
I'm very
You
confused.
fronted that band for a long time.
I can't think of a single
Yeah, he
song
did.
in their library that it's Iomi on lead. So I don't know. Go ahead.
And
Dean,
which
didn't you mean
way?
that?
wh-
Dean, didn't you mean that he believed that
Oh,
Ozzy was the best lead singer of Black Sabbath? Isn't that what you meant by what you said?
Actually, here's the thing. I can listen to all of it, but it took me a while to get into Dio Sabbath because I heard Dio solo first.
but that means that the semifinals are over, and we can do the third and fourth place matchup, and it's gonna be start off. Oh, by who the fuck? Oh, Dean finished that one out, right? Yeah. So it's going to start off by Mr. Dark. For third or fourth place, is it Ask Ed by Sacred Reich or Flying High Again by Ozzy Osbourne?
Ozzy.
And
Ozzy.
Mac
Ozzy.
and Steve,
Ozzy.
which means Ozzy gets third place and Sacred Reich gets fourth place, but at least they placed. But which way would you have gone, Dean?
Ozzy.
I actually would have voted for Sacred Reich on that. They still were my number 6 versus number 11. So yeah, 100% would have. But
So
in the
you know what
final,
it's like to be alone on the ocean.
yes, I do. But a lot in these brackets, trust me. But I have a unique taste. But that means listen to my regular episodes if you don't believe me on that. But that means that the finals matchup is going to get started off by Max, and it's going to be number 12 ranked Green Machine by Caius from 1992 versus number 1 ranked Sweet Leaf by Black Sabbath from 1971.
Mr. Dark, I have bought your Caios, but nothing can quench the Sweet Leaf for me.
And Steve?
I love Caius, and it is my 6. But Sweet Leaf again, it's the greatest riff.
Legend. It is legend.
It is. So I'm going
It
sad.
will always be for time and all eternity, man. This song will never go away.
And Dean?
Okay, you're all wrong. Marion Pippin would be rolling the joints, but that being said, Sweet Leaf.
I'm sorry. I think it would have been Gandalf, to be honest with you, because
he had his pipe.
He'd had the
Yeah,
best
pipe.
time.
Packed his pipe.
He packed his pipe. And no, Mary and Pippin would be fucking sneaking food somewhere because they were way too stoned. So
yeah,
they would have been having like 5th breakfast. But
accurate.
But yeah, I actually would have voted for. Would I have? Actually, no. 7 versus 9. I would have voted for Sweet Leaf. Actually, they beat him by 2 on my rankings. But Mr. Dark, finish us out. Which way would you?
I lived in California for the better part of 10 years. You go out to the desert in the middle of the night. You roll your windows down when it's a nice, cool desert evening. You crank Caius so loud it makes your ears bleed, and you drive for 2 or 3 hours back to LA, and it's just everything is right with the world. So yeah, Caius.
Which means, folks, in our final 4 for this one, because there is no grand winner matchup, this is a one-parter. We haven't done one of those in a while. It's in 4th place, number 18 ranked Ask Ed by Sacred Reich from 1996. In 3rd place, number 8 ranked Flying High Again by Ozzy Osbourne from 1981. In 2nd place, number 12 ranked Green Machine by Caius from 1992. And in 1st place, number 1 ranked Sweet Leaf by Black Sabbath from 1971. And that means, folks, since this was only a one-parter, it's time for our very special moment, as always. It is time, if it will pop up, fucking slow-ass computer.
It's time. It's time. It's Veda time. Oh, wait.
Wait a minute. Mother?
It was a solid
time
top
has
4
come.
Hey,
songs.
I'm down for Vader.
Yeah, I will not be appearing in that episode.
We do a wrestling theme songs bracket. We're like in part 12 now, but
I thought you meant Vader the band. Black metal electrified poodle bullshit.
no,
Alexa, stop.
no. Oh, It's that time again. I couldn't have planned that if I tried. I really couldn't. you can't stop the wheel once you start it. Okay, fuck. I'm at the look at the list and everybody know because there are artist brackets I want to do that nobody else will ever do, and there are artist brackets I want to do that everybody will want to do. Hell, I mean, Phil mentioned ABBA the other day, and that almost got me thinking for a second. But I'll have to think on it. There's a shitload of brackets I want to do. So some metal ones too. So and some rap ones, which I kind of was
If
disappointed.
it's
Steve didn't
Led
pick a rap one.
Zeppelin, I'm gonna pass.
We're not doing Zeppelin's been done and ain't going back to it ever fucking again. But
You
Dean, where
could
can they
piss
find
everybody off and do Led Zeppelin covers.
you? I'm good.
Jeremy, I gotta go, man. I'm gonna.
Well, Max, where can they find you? You go first, then.
You know what, man? It's easy. Just type my name into the Google machine there. You'll track me down. I'm not too hard to
All right.
find. Thank
I'm
you,
glad we got-
everybody, man. I love y'all. It was so much fun.
See, man.
We'll talk
Glad we
soon,
got done.
everybody.
Yep. Have fun with CJ. He's interviewing CJ on his show at 8:00. So,
Oh.
but Dean, where can they find you?
Easy enough. You can find me on Amazon, R. Dean Bose, my author page. So yeah, get one of the books there. I would highly recommend Map of Hollows. Nice little collection there. Anyway, or you can just look for Family Plot in your podcatchers, and you're going to find us wherever you get podcasts, especially cool ass history podcasts.
And Steve, where can they find you?
So I apologize if you hear kids screaming in the background. They're ready for me. But you can Google me. I'm very Google friendly. Steve Skax. That's SXAKS. It'll pop up with a million different things. You'll find all my wonderful musical projects: punk rock, hip hop, folk. I do it all. And you can find my book, Invasion of the Punk Rockers Who Drink Blood. Yes, this is another thing that I do. I do lots of stuff. Look me up. Hit me up. Let's go, guy.
And Dean, Mr. Draw, where can they
That's
find you?
two. That is two, motherfucker.
One more,
No
and I'm in
more.
eternal damnation. One more, I'm in eternal damnation. Goddamn it!
Telling you. You can find me in Texas sweating.
Exactly. Basically about it. You can find both your Maniacal Musers, the one who's not here and the one who was always here, on Facebook as Squatchy Largefoot, on X and the Gram as that Juggalo Bastard, and YouTube as Maniacal Music Musings is the greatest place to find everything we do and have done. And we are a proud member of Antisocial Network for life, as always. And come back in 2 weeks to see wherever the fuck I pick. I have so many options. I'm going to be standing there the rest of the night fucking sober like, I don't know what to pick. Usually when I'm fucking drinking something, I could pick a lot faster. But it's going to be a topic bracket. I'm going to throw that out there now. It's going to be a topic bracket because I don't want any more artist brackets. I don't want decade brackets. I want a topic bracket because I like to go back and forth between genres and between fucking decades, like in matchups. Like it makes it more fun. So it's going to be a topic bracket. I have a shitload of those. So I was looking at a ranker one of songs about drugs playlist, looking at this, and I was like, there's like 4 or 5 parts to that one. It's all different genres, so we might have to hit that, but we'll see. I don't want to do one too long because I just did a 5-part bracket a couple months ago that I picked. So I'll see. I'll get to it. I'll post it. Until next time, we thank all our guests for participating and see you all on 2 weeks. If we're doing anything on the asylum next week, I have no fucking clue. Ask Harley.